Luke, we're on the eve of the World Para Athletics Championships here in Dubai. First of all, how excited are you just to get the competitions underway?
Yeah, it's been a long season, so it's been a long time coming, this one. Really looking forward to it. I mean, Dubai, I've not been here in about 2 years, I think, 3 years. And last time I was here, unfortunately, I ended up in hospital after an incident in the long jump pit. So it'd be good to put those demons to rest as well. Dubai hasn't been nice to me, but I'm hoping this will be the competition for me.
You made your debut on the world stage in London 2 years ago, finishing 4th in the men's long jump. What are your expectations this time around?
It's a tough field, long jump. It's a combined event, so there's the T61 and T63 all competing together, as well as the T42, which was what our class used to be. And the guys just get better and better. We're all improving all the time. The world record went this year, which it hasn't done for a couple of years. So, it's going to be a tough competition. I think getting the medals, I'm going to have to jump really well, really well. So I'm optimistic that I can do that, but long jump's a fickle beast. You can be so far off your PB, unlike sprints where milliseconds really count in long jump. Sometimes we can talk in big distances that can make a big difference in your performance. So we'll see. I'm optimistic, as I say, and I'll definitely be giving it all on the day.
And how have you assessed your season so far?
Season so far it's started really well. PB'd at the start of the year, everything was looking great. Started having a lot of equipment problems though. It's one of the big problems with prosthetics is that it doesn't evolve as such, but there are quite a few options out there, and sockets are always a big problem, and blades breaking are an even bigger problem for me. And I had that this year as well. I had 2 blades snap in competition. Competed mostly in the UK this year as well, and it wasn't the best summer for competition. A lot of events were either rain covered or very windy, so not been the season I wanted. Haven't hit all the targets I really wanted to hit this year, but the work has continued, and I think with the right conditions that we've got in Dubai, anything can happen.
And those conditions out here are obviously completely different to that in the UK. Have you had the chance to train in them yet? And if so, what do you make to them?
Well, I only got into town yesterday. Yesterday was my first full day in Dubai, so just took it easy. Trying to get over jet lag anyway. So we're going to hit the track tonight because I'll be competing at 8 o'clock in the evening. So just trying to recreate those times. From what I remember of Dubai, really hot. It doesn't drop much below 30 degrees. And there's always like a slight breeze, such as a gentle breeze. So it's because we're quite close to the coast here. So it's nice to run on, and I think warm-ups don't take as long, which is nice. And particularly for me, there's sort of nice Mondo tracks, so I get really good feedback from my running blades.
Obviously, London 2017 was followed by Berlin 2018, and now we're here in Dubai. How have the preparations or you as an athlete developed from London 2017 up until today?
Yeah, I've changed a lot actually. When I came into London 2017, still quite young in the sport. The technique for jumping was quite basic, so I've developed a lot in the way I jump. Speed's improved massively. I've got lighter, I've got stronger. And I think with the prosthetic development as well, for me, I've done a lot of work behind the scenes. For every sort of hour I do on the running track, I'm doing a good hour work on prosthetics, whether I'm sat in prosthetic departments making sockets, engineering new brackets to hold things in place. So, a lot of work and development's gone into what you see on the running blades now. A lot of people have been involved in that. So, really looking forward to just seeing what I can do with them really, and also lots of other plans for the future as well. So lots of things I'd like to do in the run up to Tokyo.
And for you as well, one of those people behind the scenes is your coach, Roger Keller. How influential has he been this season and previously, of course, in helping you to get to where you are?
Oh yeah, Roger's been massive in my development. I mean, he's an experienced athlete himself, now a coach, which always helps because they understand what you're doing and how you're trying to get there. They've been there themselves. We've worked together for 4 years now, Roger and I. We spend a lot of time working on the long jump. A lot of times we fall out, a lot of times we disagree on some things, but at the end of the day we both really do kind of come together and make a good plan, because what we're doing is very unique. There's not many double above knee amputee blade runners out there that long jump, and when you're one of the top ones in the world, a lot of people are looking at you, and there's not a lot for you to look at to try and steal ideas. So Roger and I are having to really pave the way on this one, and it's difficult because Roger, even though he really understands me as a coach, he's brilliant. He's not a double above knee amputee blade runner. He's got legs, and so he has to really listen to me about how the feedback I'm giving him about how things are feeling on the legs, etc. And he's really good like that. He's been great in sort of keep tuning into that and understanding the prosthetic side, because if you've never sat in the prosthetic department, it's very hard to understand the amount of work that goes into that. So yeah, it's worked really well, and obviously the NHS, I'm pretty proud of the fact that I am an NHS prosthetic powered amputee blade runner. I don't think there's many out there, and they've done a brilliant job to get my sockets and everything up to scratch to where I need to be to compete at the international stage. It's it's a difficult process, prosthetics at the best of time, but when you're doing it on the NHS, there's a lot of patients that they're also dealing with, so they have to juggle a lot more. So they've done really well to get into our round.
You mentioned they're coming in as one of the favourites as a double above the leg amputee. Does that add any extra pressure to you in your preparations or anything like that, or is it just let's just get on with this and see who's out there?
Yeah, the guys I compete against, most of the top guys are single legs. So they never thought of double blade jumpers to be a threat, and I am now, and I think they recognise that. They're sort of more wary of me when I'm jumping, and appreciate the fact that I could have easily go past one of them. So there is an added pressure in that fact, but there's also the fact that I'm not one of the medal winners yet, so I'm not one that they're chasing, I'm the one that's chasing, and I think that's a better place to be sometimes. So I'm looking forward to scaring the hell out of them really on the day.
And for you as well, being an ex-army veteran, or an army veteran, sorry, competing on Remembrance Sunday for you, is that something that's incredibly poignant for you?
Yeah, it's remembrance means many different things to a lot of people, whether they've served or not. For me, remembrance will always be about the guys that never made it, particularly guys that I was working with and fighting alongside. So Remembrance Sunday is very special. Things happen on a Sunday. Luckily, I'm competing in the evening, so it's not like I'll be competing during a Remembrance time. But to be out there publicly on a Sunday on Remembrance Day, I'll have my poppy on me definitely, and I'll be having my moment of silence in the morning before I get ready for the competition. So, but it's just another day. As far as competing is concerned, I'm not going to think about that. I'm just going to be focused on the long jump bit.